What is going on, YouTube? NEWBtoPRO here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 live gameplay commentary. So, in this video is going to be the start of a new series I'm going to be putting up on the channel for you guys. It's actually going to be kind of going through a lot of stuff that's, you know, around competitive gameplay. So I'm going to be kind of going through all of the fundamentals that I personally think that everybody should know when it comes to playing competitive in Call of Duty. It's the things that I personally made sure that I knew going into competitive, and it's things that I don't know. I feel like everybody should know if they're playing competitive. And I go into these ranked play matches, and I go into GBs even. Well, not anymore, but I did. And you know, I see all these people doing, or well, actually not doing these fundamental things. It's fine, you know, there's obviously a learning curve to be had, and that's okay. You know, you got to start somewhere, and you know, I kind of want to give you guys a good place to start. I want to make sure you guys have a good foundation, so that if I ever run into you, or if anybody runs into you and say like a rank play or maybe like a GB or something, that you know you're not completely torching their time and basically your own by not knowing the fundamentals. So hopefully by the end of this series, my goal is that, you know, you've watched it and you've put the things that I'm going to show you guys into practice and have become, you know, even a slightly better player and better teammate. Not gonna lie, there's a part of it that is driven by the absolute rage that I feel when I get a teammate that's in ranked play and he's just utterly, you know, just completely lost. But I want you guys to succeed. I know I personally had really big plans to compete on Black Ops 4, you know, in the Pro League type deal. And, you know, that kind of fell through. So I'm going to try to use this kind of, I guess, energy that I have, and I guess my newfound spare time to kind of show you guys how you can maybe succeed where I did not. So to start out the series, you can probably tell by the thumbnail and or the title, you may or may not have noticed me doing it here in this gameplay. I know I'm playing bots, and you know, I'll get into like an actual match of pubs, you know, here later on in the video, so that you guys can kind of actually see that it works and I'm not just blowing smoke up your butts. But one of the first things you want to do is obviously you want to find like a really good sensitivity for you. You don't want it too fast. You don't want to be like super slow like this. You know, you don't want to be on 1.1 cents, and you don't want to be on like, you know, 14.14. Not that you can't. I've known people that play on those sensitivities and they do just fine. But typically in competitive, you know, these pro players and whatnot find a pretty good middle ground. Again, there are I would say anomalies. You know, I've seen pro players and amateur players that, you know, play on super high senses, and I've seen pro players and amateur players play on super low senses. I'm pretty sure Formal played on like 4 cents in Infinite Warfare. You know, like that's incredibly slow. But basically, you want to find your sense, and how you do that is you want to try to find a sensitivity that allows you to move fast enough that you can, you know, pick up, oh my god, look away. But you basically want to find a sensitivity that allows you to move fast enough to, you know, pick up all these tiny details on your screen, whether that be somebody laying down, or, you know, you don't want to be like whizzing around your screen and not being able to basically see. You don't want to like be, you know, moving your right stick around and then it'll just be like a giant blur. You know, you want it to be very clear to you, and that varies from person to person. Personally, I think I'm at like 6.6 right now. I have a 0.75 ADS speed. Like in pubs, sometimes, like if I feel like I feel slow, I'll actually bump it up to 8.8. But you know, that's pubs. It's a lot different. Spawns are a little less controlled. It's a little bit more sporadic. So that's typically why I use a higher sense in pubs. But, you know, even then, in the most part, I'm running 6.6 regardless. You know, you guys can, I think 5.5 is a good starting point. You can even mix it up and go 5.6 or 6.5, and, you know, kind of just, it's kind of trial and error based. You want to just something that's comfortable where you can snap, and I'll get into that terminology later, and, you know, react efficiently to get the kills you need. Once you have your sensitivity where you like it, where you're comfortable, and where it works for you, that's when we get into the bread and butter that I notice a lot of people not doing. And if they are doing it, it's very half done. You probably have seen me doing it throughout this video just because I'm so used to doing it. But what it is it's a term that's called centering. And what centering is, if you don't know, these little white crosshairs on my screen, I don't know if you can see them there in the middle, you know, it's where, like, you know, basically your hip fire spreads to. But you want to basically keep those aimed and pointed in a general area of where you know, would typically be running into somebody, right? Where you would typically expect somebody to be, like, you know, you want to keep it level with head glitches, specifically, but, you know, just anywhere where you think that somebody's gonna be. Now, you'll see people, and they get, like, you know, when they're, you know, centering, it's really jerky. They'll be like, But how you know, you want to put it into practice is you want it to be like a very fluid, almost like when you see, you know, video game trailers and they're showcasing the game and things like that. You know, when you're practicing it, you want to make sure it's very fluid, very smooth. You know, you're prepping. Obviously, like, I'm going back and forth because I'm checking more than one thing. But, you know, it comes with practice. But when you're practicing it, if you're running bots or something, you know, getting warmed up, then definitely just make sure your centering looks as smooth as possible. And what centering is going to do, or what it's going to allow you to do, is it's going to allow you, like we were talking about earlier, is snap onto targets. And when we snap, kind of like that, really, I mean, it's kind of reaction based, kind of not, but, you know, what's going to happen is, like, when you're centering and like that right there, and you have the white crosshairs on your screen, you know, perfectly centered where you expect people to be, that aim assist is going to kick in within that crosshair like that. So, you know, it's kind of like your gun's going to get pulled like that to where the target is, you know. And, you know, sometimes it's perfect, sometimes it's not. It's a work in progress, I guess. But see it right there, boom. You know, well, I mean, I'm kind of sound whoring, but, you know, I heard the guy, so I expected him there. And what that does is it allows me right there, boom, snaps, right? And I got smoked. But what it allows you to do is it allows you to get, you know, well, I don't want to say it gives you like 100%, but it basically gives you a chance to have that first shot that you throw out of your gun. You basically want that, like that, boom. You basically want to make sure that that first shot's hitting as frequently as possible. Centering is a technique that you'll see a lot of pros and such. Like, watch this. Boom, right there. You know, there again. You know, it's just, it should be like literally natural, just like that. You know, it should just be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you should be like walking around centering it. Like, you'll see, like, I'm looking over here because I expect people to pop up over there, and then, like, I'll kind of shift over to the door. That was a snap right there. That's called snapping. How I just, like, whipped over, and because I'm so, you know, accustomed to having my crosshairs centered, it was just easy. The bot, I mean, had body armor, didn't matter. You know, my reaction time on top of me centering properly, you know, it it made the gunfight really easy. This playlist or whatever, it's not going to give you, I'm not going to show you how to have wall hacks or, how to, hit your shots 100% of the time, or hit 100% of your shots 100% of the time. The playlist isn't meant to do that. The playlist is basically giving you guys the best opportunity possible to succeed where you want to. Okay? And I can't make you shoot better. I can't give you better thumbs, but I can help you how to learn how to shoot better. And it's kind of like the principle: you can give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and feed him for the rest of his life, kind of thing. Same principle, with Call of Duty. So, if you guys do have, any questions, if I didn't really cover it well enough for you to kind of understand properly, then, drop a comment down below. But basically now that I've explained centering and, what it is, what it helps, how it can help, things like that, and its purpose, I'm going to go ahead and hop into a pub and kind of show you guys the difference that, centering makes. So I'm not going to be going super try hard in these game modes, or in these pubs. I'm really just going to be kind of showcasing you guys the fundamentals that I'm going over in that specific video on that specific day. So in this video, I just want you guys to pay attention to how I'm centering, and how I'm keeping my crosshairs. And yes, I will get a little jerky sometimes, but again, I've had a lot of practice with centering, and I know kind of where it spawns, and by looking at the mini-map, like all this other stuff. So just don't worry about all that. Just keep an eye on my crosshairs and how I'm pushing them out. As you'll see there, I predicted, or I basically assumed somebody would be pushing that head glitch in the window, and I took the white crosshairs on my screen and basically kind of hovered them there, and that way, as soon as I saw like movement or a guy pop up, I was very quick to just kind of boom, snap onto him and get those first crucial shots in. This guy's gonna be up here. Watch this. He had body armor. I had to suppress a gun, but as you saw, because I was centering properly, I did get my shots off on him. It's not, like I said, the centering thing isn't a way for you to get aimbot or anything like that. It's just a way for you to be more accurate in your gunfights. Right there, I kept having to recenter, which is where you're doing this and this and this and trying to follow a target that's kind of maybe closer up, and they're moving a lot, which is very common in this game, and so sometimes you have to recenter. It's more efficient to re-snap like that than it is to drag your scope across the screen, and that's simply due to the fact that it's faster. Alright, help them out. Boom, right there. I predicted where he was, kept my crosshairs up. I wasn't pointing down, I wasn't pointing too high, I was keeping them kind of middle of the screen. Right there, boom, see? Alright, he's gonna come out. Dude, this body armor actually kills me. I can't wait to... Boom, centering. Right there. Just snapped onto him. Alright, there's a crash over here. He's suppressed, I hear it. Boom, centered. You see, it makes it that much easier to get that kill in. Alright, we got the UAV up. We're seeing they're popping up back here. What we're gonna do is completely choke the jump. Alright, boom. Popping this. This has nothing to do with centering, actually. We're gonna pop this so I get more ammo. He's gonna be behind us here. Obviously, this isn't really centering. This is just keeping my side up. Okay. I was just keeping my side up on the side. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, there we go. I'm gonna whip around here real quick. Alright, nothing. But as you see, even when I'm sliding, keeping the crosshair, you know, where an enemy could be, right? Just making sure I can just snap onto my target. Is that a guy in the water? Yeah. Boom. Snapped. You see that? That's how it works. It's super simple. We're going to call in the Thresher. Snap. Boom. Just like that. I have 1 HP. I got to chill. And see, and this is how you get score streaks. And this is like, you know, this is a pub, right? And look at the difference it's making in a pub. You know, if you're watching this, you know, I suspect that you're maybe struggling with some fundamentals. You know, these fundamentals are for, you know, they're for competitive. I'm using them in pubs because that's just kind of a good, you know, boom, centering. Look, in the re-snapping, the difference it makes in your gunfights is so huge. And I see so many of you guys not centering. It blows my mind. You know, you guys, you just run around, and that's the thing, you're just kind of like running around. You know, you're just running around, and I kind of am too. But I don't know, I'm doing it in a sense that I have proper map awareness, and you know, I have a fucking hardcore gaming headset. You know, I have a lot of things going for me that help me. Oh, okay. That helped me in my... That is unfortunate. That helped me in my games, you know. I've played the game at such a high octane level for so long. You know, map awareness and things like that are just kind of second nature to me. I don't... you know, it's just, there's so much. That's a shot punch. But my centering helped me get my first shot off, you know, and land in the target, you know. Centering, it's so huge, and like, it's so, I don't know, it's so important. Like, it's exactly why I made it the first video in the series. You know, it makes such a ridiculous difference. You guys just have no idea. You know, it's insane. It's... I was trying to steal that kill a little bit, not gonna lie. But it's... I'm choking. Okay, got another drone squad. It's a game changer, dude. Centering is a game changer. Like, it's no joke. Like it's insane. It's actually insane. The difference that just keeping up with crosshairs during your game is game changing. And you know, as like these videos kind of go on, I choked that super hard. As these videos go on, you'll be able to start pairing, you know, some of these I guess techniques that I'm showing you guys with each other, you know, so you know, it would be like you would pair centering with, say, mini-map awareness, right? So instead of just having to snap like that, got another Thresher. That's 2 Threshers in one game. But instead of having to just like snap and react and rely on your reflexes, you know, you can pay attention to your mini-map, and, you know, next thing you know, thanks to your centering and your knowledge of the mini-map, you know, you don't have to, you know, you can pre-aim, is what I'm trying to say. I was literally struggling to find that word. That's an Ajax, and that's none of our business, so we're gonna let our teammates deal with that. Turned on. Thank you for the help, teammate. But, like, look at that. What, 37 and 3? Centering, dude. Centering. Got a 12.33 KD. Centering. It's game changing. Learn it, live it, love it, do it, right? Just center. Look at this. Even when, like, so I knew that person was there, and so like I recentered the white crosshairs on the screen so that when I went to challenge, I could challenge super quick by snapping. Even in the even because that person's not aware that I'm even there, I have a suppressed gun. It doesn't matter. You want to always be putting these things into practice, you know, and that's going to help you, you know, be a lot more efficient in your gunfights. It's going to make you a more consistent player. Wait, we went 39-3. Okay. Okay, I had the 13 KD. You know, but that's that. You know, I hope this video helped out some of you. I know some of you that watch this, you know, aren't competitive and probably know some of the fundamentals. But if you don't, I hope this video helped. As you can see, you know, the way I'm going to kind of do these videos, I'm going to go into kind of like a bot lobby, going to break down what we're going to be going over in the video, and then I'm going to implement it into a pub. I'm not going to implement it into, say, like a league play game or anything like that, for the simple fact that solo queuing and ranked play is just really, really hard, and it's really stressful. And the type of player I am, which is a really heavily support character, like I like to support the team, I like to, you know, team shot sense and things like that, and without proper communication, you know, that can lead to team killing. It can lead to you know, killing your teammates off streaks, and it can lead to me being by myself in hard points, and it's just a really stressful thing for me to do as a player. So I'm going to be implementing it into pubs for the simple fact that it's easier for me to show you guys the benefits of all these different techniques that I'm going to be showing you. This video is going up on Tuesday. I missed my Monday upload. I know. I'm sorry. Don't roast me. Don't roast me. Sorry. I missed Monday upload, and so, you know, I'm putting this out today. I'm going to get another one out tomorrow because tomorrow's Wednesday. It'll be out at 6:30 p.m. Central. This one should be going up a little bit earlier, I hope. Maybe it'll go out at 6:30. I don't know. But if you stayed till the end, thanks so much for watching. If you do like this content and want to, you know, kind of keep up to date with these fundamentals and want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. Yeah, as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.